Rolling.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You're listening to American Slacker Podcast with Matthew Gertz and Jesse Landers.
You'll see here the human male boasts the size of his testicles. I drive great when I'm blood. It's all about the sauce. Good, get him out of here. Get him out of here. Oh man, speaking of fucking, you want popcorn? I'll give you a popcorn kit. I'm just trying to go to Colorado and smoke some weed. Watch your fucking tots, huh? Those are my biscuits. Now, this is all alleged.
Welcome back to American Slacker Podcast. As always, I'm Matt.
And I am Jesse, and today we're joined by our guest and a good friend of mine, actor and podcaster Mike Russell.
Yo, what's happening, Slackers? How we going?
Happy to have you on, man.
Hell yeah.
You mind telling our audience a little bit about yourself, what you do?
Yeah, sure. I am Mike Russell, or as my Instagram says, at MrMikeRussell.com. I am a member of the trio on the Songtopsy Report, the best podcast about the worst music, where we dissect music to figure out how it dies. And also was the lead role, Mr. Chad himself. And Chad is Not the Killer, a horror comedy we released, the late October.
We got a chance to take a little peek at Chad is Not the Killer, and we have to say hilarious, dude. Hilarious and gory in the right way.
We absolutely died laughing, and we watched it together, and there was moments where we were just like fucking cracking up so hard. We were crying.
I love it, guys. I love that. Yeah, I'll tell you, Nick, Nick Brigadier, he wrote and directed and edited like the whole thing. And boy, he's a comic genius. Guy's really funny. Love his mind. And I was glad I could add my own character into it. So
don't cut yourself short, man. Your role kind of made the film.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Like your role, like really had you die. I was Jesse. I was like, just fucking every time you would hit like a punchline, and I was just like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Like I was just, dude, I loved your character. I loved it right off the bat.
Even knowing you from outside, being a guest on my show, like you've always been a very charismatic guy, and it really shined through in that role.
Oh, Jesse, thanks, man. Matt, thank you, man. Like, no, it's dope. It's funny. When Nick was writing the script,
he's very humble.
He based the character off of me a little bit and how I would tell him stories piece by piece. So it was real easy, man. It was just kind of, I was typecasted to shit, So.
Well, it's definitely easier if it's written for. How do you and Nick, like, how'd you guys originally meet? Because I mean, you do the film with him, you do the podcast with him.
Yeah, that's right. So Nick and we met back in college when we were part of this comedy club, the Sketchy Characters, right? We did sketch, we did improv, and we did stand-up comedy for the University of Albany. It was always so much fun. I got to be president of it for like 2 years. I'm like, this is what an honor to be, leading this comedy troupe. And Nick had joined. He joined my last year being president. And dude, he's such a funny guy when he came in. And we were friends then. And then I graduated. I went back up to Plattsburgh. And when I moved down to the city, we were both taking UCB classes. We reconnected, and he pitched me this podcast idea where he's like, Mike, I got this podcast thing. I want to like listen to terrible music and dissect it to figure it out why it's so bad. And I was like, that's awesome, Nick. Sure, let's freaking do it. And geez, we're about 105 episodes in now. So
oh damn,
still going, yeah.
Oh shit, that's a ton of episodes.
Yeah, so not as many as you guys, man. You guys are all going to be 200 soon.
So we're getting there.
Yeah, we're getting there. We're old. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, like no, Jesse had told me. I know he had told me about your podcast way beforehand. In Stoner Moment, I had not taken that in. I took the film in. So he told me about it today, and I'm like, he has a podcast too?
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck, dude? And he's like, I definitely told you this. And I'm like, dude, yeah, I can't wait to check this out. And the concept, I got to say, is very original. And we always talk about it's an oversaturated market, which I really enjoy.
It is, man. No
dude,
kidding.
I enjoy. You got a very unique fucking podcast, dude. That idea. I mean, there's nothing out there like that, really.
I have to say, a favorite of mine that I heard from you guys was the Cisco episode with the thong song.
Oh, dude, baby, you're speaking my language.
Great. There was
Yeah,
like,
man.
at its like level of how you describe the show. One could dismiss it as like, oh, dude's just ripping apart a song or making jokes about a song. But I learned a lot about the songs that I listened to.
Oh yeah,
which is sort of that hidden little treat that I wasn't expecting.
It is a gem, you know. Nick, I gotta tell you that this guy and Steve has his episodes where he does. I'm such a jackass. I just come in and just try to be really funny. But does so much research for these things, and sometimes he wants me to not know much because he wants me to be like the eyes and ears for the audience and like you know ask questions. And but boy, he really does his homework, man. And so when you come in and you know you learn so much about the artist himself. Oh my God, I love this.
The smoke.
He's just a cloud.
How dare you break the wall? I'm smoking while he tells the story. I'm enjoying the story. I'm smoking.
No, it's
and like, yeah, my camera's a little fogged out.
no, that's fine. That's fine.
Oh man.
All
All
right,
right,
turn the
sorry,
smoke
guys.
machines off
I didn't
during
realize
guest
I was so
interviews.
distracting here.
No. So he really does. He really does his homework. So we've also decided because some people get upset. They're like, "Well, that song wasn't so bad." So we're like, "All right, sometimes stuff is bizarre." And as in people, I say myself. He did Christmas Shoes. I wanted to kill him. I'm like, I love Christmas Shoes. Why would you say this is a bad song?
So people get personally offended over
My
over the
family stopped listening to the podcast after that.
Oh my God. That's with anything though. I mean, you know, you touch certain subjects with people and they're like, hey, that's fucking off limits, dude. Everything's cool until you get to that.
Yo, man.
You know, I mean, it's funny. Yeah.
So by the like 500th episode, you'll just have pissed off your entire audience, I guess, right?
I guess in some ways that's the goal, you know?
So you mentioned UCB is where you had reconnected with Nick.
Yeah, that's right, man. That's right. It was actually a big reason I moved down to the city. I didn't even have a job really planned out. I came down. I was like, I'm taking comedy classes. I was living in my brother's house.
Yeah.
But I was doing like the improv. Went through improv 101 through 401, and then took the sketch classes. And Nick.
Now, what is that like? Is that like literally coming in with like a notepad and pencil, and you're like taking down formulas for a joke, like type of thing?
Yeah, the whole improv, like long form improv for the Herald, it is a formula. You know, they have it all. It's based out in beats. You do the first, if you ever see a Herald, right? The first, revealing secrets here, but like the first, you'll see three different scenes for like in the first 10 minutes, and then they get into a group game. And they kind of, as I say, cleanse the palates, right?
Okay.
And then you're hitting these second beats, and you're going to re-see either the same kind of characters and scene or the same basic idea of what the scene was about.
Okay.
Which they call like timeline further written. Not timeline. I don't know what the hell they call it. It's been a bit. And honestly, me and UCB kind of had a falling out because I'm like, this is a money pit. Also, I'm damn funny. Why am I not advanced study? You know what I mean?
Has that led to any like stand up, or are you trying to stay in the form of like podcasts and like acting?
Oh God, let me tell you, Jesse, it's I love stand up. You know, I've done some stand up. You know, I try. It's more the tough part about stand up is you gotta get yourself out there. You gotta be motivated. you know, I have a lot of funny stories that I like to tell, and I have some bits, and I have a bunch of 5-minute like sets, but like I gotta go out and get there. And when, you know, you're already busy with what you got work, and then we got the podcast once a week. And I'm traveling out to Astoria from Jersey. And let me tell you, the 90-minute commute back and forth, you know, it's exhausting, man. It is.
That breaks dedication for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And yeah, comedy is all about that. Like you got to be dedicated to like really get out there and do that shit. And writing, like, 5 minutes, you got to go from 5 to 15 to half an hour. Oof.
But
tough, man.
I'll tell you, I would like to, you know, if I hunker down and really try to get back into it, I'd love to do some more stand-up. So it's not off my radar quite yet, you know.
Good, because I was gonna say I hear some of it coming through in like the episodes that I listen to of the Songtopsy Report.
Oh yeah,
you know, I hear some bits. I hear things peeking through that you know have you chuckling.
Not only, you mentioned charisma earlier, man. Dude, you have the charisma for it, dude. You have the very unique personality, and I feel like if you dedicated time to it, you could nail stand up.
God, man.
Like I said, okay.
I'm gonna thank American Slacker Podcast if I ever make it big and stand up. Let me tell you, this guy gets encouragement.
I feel like there's gonna be a few out there. Earlier before the show, I said young Jim Brewer, but better. Hey, hear me out. If you're watching the YouTube, you might feel me out. I feel like there's going to be a few that agree with me. And I just feel like certain people have a charisma that certain, you know, it emits. And I feel like you got a persona about you. If you really stuck to stand up in acting, I feel like, dude, you got a spot that you could really nail. It's unique.
Oh man, dude, that's the kind of stuff I need to hear, man. Because I tell you, like,
that's what we do here, baby.
after this Chad was not the killer. I mean, it was the best looking thing I've ever been a part of, you know. And it was just like, man, you know what? Shit, man. They'll keep going with this. So I'm glad to hear.
You should be proud of them, but yeah, dude, Chad is not the killer. I mean, short films, we watch a ton of them here at American Slacker, and dude, we really. How many can you say, Jesse, we've watched that made you crack up like Chad is not the killer?
This is the first. No, seriously, out of hundreds of almost 200 episodes that we've done.
We've done a lot. You know, I mean, we've done episodes we didn't use even where we watched, you know, short films. I mean,
no, we're balling over here. It was great. So,
yeah.
Like, it rode that fine line between like darkness and comedy at the same time, and then combined with the reactions that you had along with the acting. Who played who was the friend? He had some funny moments as well.
Dude, I'm telling you, that is Stephen Challenger, the third member of the Songtopsy Report.
Okay, yeah, we can't go without saying,
dude,
he was really funny in that as well.
He is so fucking funny, and like, to be able to play opposite with him was just a treat. I mean, Nick really he set us up nice, man.
And so I will say some of the techniques used had me laughing as well. So there was, I don't want to spoil too much, but like one point where you're trying to remember something, and it would kind of cut to black and come back and cut to black and come back. That had us dying. So I mean, it's the acting, the editing, you know, the way it was shot. It's really well put together.
Oh, thanks, Jesse, man. Yeah, no, I felt the same way. Like, dude, Nick had some fun ideas, and they came out great, man. The blackout. Oh yeah, that was great.
Dude.
Now, what's it been like? You had mentioned you were doing like film festivals, and it was being premiered.
Yeah, we've been submitting it around, and you know, we finished up we finished shooting in August, and I think Nick had finished editing as well. Wait, did we finish shooting in July? No, it doesn't really freaking matter. But we finished
sometime
in the late
this
summer.
year.
Whose timeline, people?
And we were trying to get things out for like Halloween stuff. So we were submitting and you know, sometimes you submit to a film festival late and you're so fucked because like you're just throwing your money away. But we did get picked up by two of them. Mm-hmm. There was the Spook Fest in Texas, San Antonio,
okay.
Texas. And we were also in Charlotte, North Carolina for this other one. Shit, I should really have these down. But anyway, but most important, the Spook Fest one, they gave us an award for best monster.
Oh, nice.
Whoever's under the mask, anyway.
Right. One of the mysteries of the film.
Yep.
Now, what is the process for that? Is it mostly like online submission, send them $50 for, like getting in,
Good
essentially?
question,
Yeah. We've been using this site. It's Film Freeway. And they kind of just show you all the different, upcoming festivals or ones that you want to search more specifically for.
Mm-hmm.
And, it can be like $50. I signed up for the gold membership, so they give you a little discount in every single one of them. Which is helpful.
Yeah.
But it's not. Listen, if you guys start, submitting to film festivals anytime soon, always go with the early bird date, man. You save so much cash. You know what I mean?
Oh, they jack it up as it gets closer.
It's jacked up. It's funny. It gets jacked up as it gets closer, and you're less likely to get picked. So it's like, give us more. Just give us money. Just give.
That's a good little insider tip. I would never have thought of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an interesting, it's almost like a little scam.
I hate to say it, Matt, but it certainly felt like one when
we've had a lot of filmmakers on, and they've all told us about getting involved with the indie film festival. And there's a shit ton of them out there. And I mean, how else are you going to get publicity for your film that you put all your fucking blood, sweat, and tears in for? And a lot of them are just like, $200, $50, just to get in, and you might not be shown among the crowd when the actual festival happens.
Yeah,
it's
you're like buying a lottery ticket.
Dude, you really are. You really are. And dude, I love your film. I hope politics don't get in the way of how this shines, because it's so fucking hilarious.
Oh man.
And
Oh, Jesse, I like Matt, man. Let me tell you, this is a good guy.
I fucking like this guy. Let me just say that, dude. I fucking like this guy.
Support for American Slacker comes from Manscaped, who's the #1 in men's below-the-belt grooming. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels.
I don't know about you, Jesse, but I am sick and tired of being outmatched by these razors and traditional trimmers that you get in the store, and no matter what, they fucking snag your nuts.
That's why Manscaped has redesigned the electric trimmer. They have a Lawnmower 2.0 razor, which they have sent our way, has a proprietary skin-safe technology, so you won't get those nicks or snags on your nuts.
Nice! Manscaping accidents are finally a thing of the past.
Yeah, and with our 20% off code plus free shipping, you're going to be saving a bunch of money and getting some great products that won't end up making it look like a war zone down there.
All you got to do is enter Slackers at checkout. Manscaped.com. 20% off. Get your anti-chafing ball deodorant, your sweet Lawnmower 2.0. Your nuts will thank you later.
You can even rep them by getting yourself a Manscaped.com t-shirt. So head on over manscaped.com, 20% off at checkout, enter code SLACKERS.
Get your ball swag here.
Listen, this podcast contains language that some may find offensive. The hosts are a couple of alcohol-fueled hooligans with little regard for decency or tact.
Hey, I'm Zach.
And I'm Danny.
And this is the Working Stiffs Podcast.
And this is our promo for the Working Stiffs Podcast.
Promo.
So what are we about, Zach? What do we do?
Drinking busting balls.
We do. Today we're not drinking, though, because I'm sick.
I gotta work.
So
I can't drink today.
Yeah. And this is kind of what we do. We banter back and forth. We talk about stuff, and sometimes we have some guests on.
Yeah.
We like to highlight the working class of America, and that's pretty much it.
Yep.
So if you're into that, check us out on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play, and pretty much wherever else you can find podcasts. We're probably there. We're on Twitter. We're on Facebook. We have a website, workingstiffspodcast.com.
We're special.
Yep.
Listen to us.
And that's pretty much it. Wrap up this promo.
Live with your sack, not your back.
All right. Get your asses back to work.
Later.
Are there certain rules to the submission process where it's if you enter it in one, you can't enter it in another? Is it limited in that way where it's if this has been in more than one, you can't,
Yeah, so some of them do have some certain rules. I don't know about specifically if you're not allowed to be in certain festivals. I would have to do my more research on that. But I know Nick was telling me, we can't really put it out on YouTube and start pumping out the advertisements on social media, because if you hit too many views, then it's no longer acceptable, because they're already like, well, this is already out. This is already out in the people's minds. Which, I mean, Jesus, how popular do they really think? How popular is Nick really going to be right away? But, he's
going to be cautious, I guess.
The man's a cautious man. He's very calculated in what he does. So, and I appreciate that about him, because I'm always just like pushing things. Let's go, man. Let's just fucking pump this thing out.
Did you have any sort of process when addressing your character to sort of get in the mindset of Chad and how frantic he was in the waking up in a home full of dead bodies?
Really just went to some, just I'll tell you, there's many a time I've woken up somewhere I shouldn't have been. You know what I mean? It's just...
Dude, I feel like Chad was you. Like, I feel like you channeled something deep within yourself and just exaggerated it. Like,
oh man, Matt. Yeah. Isn't that obvious? Yeah.
Dude, you are Chad, dude. And I love it. I fucking love it. Like, I was going to wait till after the show to harass Jesse about this, but why did you tell me he's such a character? Why?
Words can't do Mike Russell justice.
Dude, you were like,
man.
I know this guy. He's involved with the film.
Yeah, I didn't overhype it at all. I was just like, hey, it's my buddy Mike,
Dude, this guy's fucking awesome.
Give him the true taste.
Yeah, man.
Hey, you know what? Yeah, you're like, I'm not going to give a biased up. This is just who he is. And then, it's just getting the natural.
There you go. You have your Songtopsy Report shirt
you
on. You're wearing the merch.
Ooh, look at that.
Very nice.
Publicity. Available anywhere, I'm assuming.
Well,
right?
You know what's funny? Oh God, I could kill Nick for this. I buy these T-shirts and he never freaking wears them. So I had gone out and we did a Songtopsy on the streets last like a few months ago.
Oh, cool.
Like running through Times Square, asking people, what's your least favorite song, or what kind of music do you hate? And just trying to get some. And we met a couple of characters. The Naked Cowboy sang a song for the Songtopsy Report. It was pretty
nice.
Yeah. But that was a big reason I got the shirts. I was like, one day, when we get enough listeners, we'll start selling some merch on the site. So yeah, and actually some listeners have reached out like, yo, where can we get that? Where can we get that shirt, man? So
nice.
Yeah, it's been mainly for marketing and also my own personal, I just love the show. I love doing the show.
Yeah.
I love wearing the show.
Yeah.
It's become a part of my life, so.
Dude, as it should, man. Yeah,
Do you have a favorite
look at
song?
your guys' T-shirts. You guys got some dope-ass T-shirts.
I was waiting to drop it. We're whores. We're whores that always make sure we're corresponding and not wearing the same shirt, but we're wearing an American Slacker shirt. Every now and again, we'll throw a curveball and not wear one, but that's like the off.
Rare these days.
I'm getting on your merch site. I'm getting one of these T-shirts.
I was gonna say, dude, we're gonna buy some of your shit too. So
totally. You need a Songtopsy Report shirt.
Yeah, dude. We always love
merch, baby.
Supporting fucking
I think
pods.
we're having a sale for the end of the year on these ones because we're gonna put up some new designs. Hopefully,
discontinued people get that retro merch before it's gone.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite episode that you've done or a favorite song that you guys have covered on your show?
Okay. Okay. So let me smell your dick.
What?
Excuse
me? I'm sorry, dude.
Did you guys ever hear that song?
I don't know you that well, bro.
Yeah, Matt, you just met Matt. Now
I just met him, dude. I liked him, but now he's kind of like he's crossing lines.
Actually, it's a beautiful sounding song. It's by Risque.
What's the artist?
Risque. I can't remember her last name, but Risque. This song came out probably when you were like in
I remember this song.
You remember this song?
Yeah.
Smell your dick.
It's like talking about like whether or not the guy's out cheating.
Exactly. And she's like, let me smell that thing. And she was like, oh, that's how you can tell, man. And I tell you, but we really discovered it was more of it's the mind game. Because it's about judging the reaction of how someone's going to act when you ask to smell the dick. That's where you see the guilt. Oh, can she really tell?
Oh, is that it?
Let's bring it in a little bit.
Yes.
I've never heard this, so I'm curious myself. I want to hear a little bit. All right. All right, your bitch ass. 5 a.m. on the clock, all right?
Mike's feeling himself.
Mike, dude. I'm going to pin this motherfucker right now. People can just see that.
Oh, this is a video episode if there ever was one.
I have never heard this. How did I miss this out?
Oh God.
Oh,
all right.
so
how did I miss this?
Outrageous.
What all right, I see 2008 is when the video was published, April 25th, the day after my birthday. What?
Can we fade out the dick smelling music?
You want me to get rid of it? I thought we were going to talk over it and have a lot of fun.
Can we fade it down?
All right, I'll get rid of it. I'll get rid of the smell of your dick music. All right. Is that like true 2008 era? Is that when that came out?
Yeah, man. So shit. I guess
okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
It was right around high school graduation.
We were balls deep in like Taking Back Sunday, and we missed the smell of your dick. I guess
we missed the dick smelling songs.
You know, it really shaped my early college. Let me tell you, man.
Oh man.
God. Oh, funny then, and it's funny today, man. That song cracks me up. Oh.
Timeless.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
I can see why that one sticks out as a memorable Songtopsy.
Yeah,
for you.
that one, and oh shoot, I say the ultimate favorite for like Christmas time's coming up, guys, and I gotta tell you, if the old-fashioned Christmas is the most fucked up Christmas song you'd ever hear, like people die.
What?
What are you talking about, dude? I never heard a Christmas song with people dying.
Never heard the old-fashioned Christmas? Jesus Christ, man! This mom's
Wait,
waiting
so that's the actual the old-fashioned Christmas?
It's called an old-fashioned Christmas. In parentheses, Daddy's home.
Is he or is he fucking dead? Because
man, I'll tell you, about 90% of the sun, you're like, oh man, Daddy didn't make it.
What?
Dude, this song, it starts with this woman, and she's like singing about how excited she is for her husband to come home to her and her 2 kids.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
This is your music, news, and weather station.
What is this, dude?
Christmas music.
So
you broke down that song. This was like a holiday. This was a December episode, I'm imagining.
It sounds nice at first, man.
Sounds like classic Christmas to me, man. I don't know.
Oh, wait till the bike horn comes in.
Look outside. Dude, I'm feeling it.
Daddy will be coming home.
Aw.
As happy as can be.
Aw, dude, Dad's gonna be happy when he comes home.
Nice family music.
10 minutes after 9. 'Cause the bus he takes each night is always right on time.
Daddy's always on time, dude.
Daddy's never late, man. He's got that old wristwatch. Oh, I gotta get back to the wife.
Wait. I don't see this going dark.
Oh, it's going down a dark hole soon, baby.
No.
They hook and line and sinker you right in. Like,
Fashion Christmas. We're talking 1800s. Daddy got bald.
I haven't heard Cole mentioned once. I'm confused.
This song's all over the place.
Oh shit!
This program,
oh shit!
Bulletin has just been handed me.
The nukes have launched.
Accident involving the number 5 bus out of New Haven. Early information we have is that the bus skidded on a patch of ice and slammed into a tree. Stay tuned to this station for further details.
Mommy, isn't that the bus?
They brought a kid into this. Really?
Oh my god!
Low blow, dude.
My children, everything's alright.
She's lying to him.
Wait, what happened to Daddy? Did Daddy get smoked by like a drunk driver on the way home from work? What happened?
The kid's like, wasn't that Daddy's bus that just crashed, Mom? And she's like, chill out, kids.
Okay, that's enough of this. That's enough. Oh my God, that's enough.
Wait,
hold on. He needs to know what happens to Daddy.
He's gonna be a hero, Jesse. Hold on. He's gonna be a hero, dude. Her children.
Oh, Matt, you're gonna be mighty disappointed with the next bulletin report.
Wait, hold on. Wait, am I missing something? Let's clean this back up. What's going on? Am I missing something?
Ladies and gentlemen, I've just been handed the latest report involving bus number 5 out of
Breaking news!
And from all indications, we're sorry to report that there were no survivors.
What?
Holy fuck!
No!
What kind of Christmas song is this?
Daddy! Dude, what is going on here? Dude,
this is where the family is falling apart.
This is horrible, dude. I am upset.
Oh my God, this is so dark, dude. It's so fucked.
Fuck was going on? All right, what was going on in the 70s? What was going on in the 70s? I know it was like the cocaine disco pre-lead era.
This is like a Law and Order version of a fucking Christmas song. Like,
so wait, let's break it down. Daddy got hit by a bus. What happened here?
He was on the
his bus crashed. I can't remember.
So here's what happens, right? There's a bulletin. Daddy's bus is in an accident. Slipped on the ice and it crashed in the goddamn swamp. Okay, I don't know. Second bulletin.
Is that what happened to Daddy Officer?
Second this week. I'm Lieutenant Officer Mike Russell here with you. Just right, no bullshit. What happened?
Daddy's in the swamp.
There was no survivors. The bus exploded into a bunch of flames. Everyone burned alive. The real sick sight, let me tell you. In all my years in the force, I gotta retire after this one, folks. But so,
oh my God.
So to spoil the ending for you, it turns out, and this is where it gets real sick. Okay,
this is where it gets sick.
This is where it happens, huh?
Daddy misses the bus.
Huh.
Okay,
He's
so he
cheating on
comes
Mom.
home.
I was gonna say, dude, Daddy misses the bus, goes to fucking Jamaica with some slut named Lydia, and they start a new life where Daddy has a second family.
That's the final verse, is the mom saying that.
Oh my God.
Daddy's an asshole.
So what's his fate? We need to know.
Oh yeah, so he missed the bus. He comes home. He's got all the presents. He got everything, and then all of a sudden, everything's okay for Linda Bennett. Let me tell you, she's like, "Oh, great, Daddy's home. Everything's fine, except oh wait, all of our neighbors are dead." But they don't talk about that. They don't talk about
wait,
how all
what?
the neighbors
The bus
are dead.
killed all the neighbors?
Well, think about it. If Daddy's riding a bus home from work, what about all his neighbors that also work there? You know,
at the very least, it'd be him and the bus driver. So we have at least one dead bus driver on our hands.
It's a community epidemic, but Daddy's okay. Don't worry.
We
it's a Christmas miracle.
We actually we did a part 2. We wrote a song to this. Actually, I wrote a little parody of this song called Scotch Old Fashioned Christmas, and it explains just how Daddy got home after he missed the bus.
Oh,
Daddy was schlutting. He was slinging dick on the side. That's why he missed the bus. He was not really working till 6:30. He was out of work at 4. He was slinging dick for about 45 minutes.
Slinging dick. Oh my God.
You know, if there's one thing we enjoy here at American Slacker, it's going to live events. Wouldn't you say, Jess?
Yeah, from you going to festivals, I like to go and see comedy. There's tons of stuff to choose from.
Oh, yeah. Who doesn't like a nice night out? And, who doesn't like to save a couple bucks on a night out? I mean, it's expensive to go out these days. Wouldn't it be nice if you could save a couple bucks, Jess?
I'm a cheap bastard and you know it.
Me too, man. What if I told you you could save a small percentage on your tickets by just entering a code?
What code would that be?
Man, all you got to do, go to seatgiant.com, enter the code SLACKER at checkout, and you're going to save quite a few bucks, actually. Not a small discount. It's a good amount. It's a decent amount.
So you're telling me I could go to my pickle hating fest for a small fraction of the cost of what it would normally be?
Dude, I'm telling you, you're probably going to get a drink on us if you enter the code SLACKER at checkout at seatgiant.com.
Drink not guaranteed.
What's up, guys? This is the Brothers Binge with your hosts Pedro and Alex.
Shoot, as he sneezed, he shot back into a vat in clear waste.
Oh my god. We are a weekly podcast bringing you all things movies, TV, comics, and more.
Dusty Matt Damon?
Yes. You can find us on iTunes, Stitcher, and SoundCloud.
Yes, we get it. You were an extra. You got paid money.
You can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Brothers Binge.
And he just breaks the table in half and just starts throwing it at him.
And remember, always binge responsibly.
So you said your parody is Scotch Old Fashioned Christmas?
Yeah. Daddy went and had a few too many at the bar, then stole someone's car when he couldn't get home on the bus. And let me tell you, it takes some dark turns, baby.
Is that one recorded?
Yeah.
You have that one? That's one of the episodes?
Yeah, that's the very end of the Scotch Old Fashioned Christmas episode.
Oh my god, I gotta listen to that one.
I'd love to hear what you think of it, because I gotta say that's my favorite thing that we've been able to.
Are parodies common on the Songtopsy Report, or?
You know what, Jesse? They need to be revitalized. I wrote a few parodies, and Steve's done some parodies, and Nick's done some. But I think it's been, we haven't done a good one in probably a good 9 months or so. So I think
do you guys play instruments as well?
Oh no. Let's not get crazy, Jesse.
I don't know. It could be busted out an acoustic.
No, actually, we should look into that though. But we usually, for this Linda, because it's such an old song, you can just take the backdrop music without an issue.
Nice.
And we just, and it's more of speak singing anyway. So that was an easy one to do. We've done, I did one. You remember when Kanye West came out with the Poop Scoop song?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yes.
I do remember that.
That made me think of my cat, or my girlfriend's cat, or my ex-girlfriend's cat. Jesus Christ. But I was like, oh my God, it's like he's scooping cat litter. He's scooping cat poop. So I made it called Kit West's, what is it? About how hard it is to clean your fur, and then about how you got to scoop out the litter box.
So it's like Cat Kanye West?
Yeah, exactly.
Nice. Oh man!
Yeah, so we've done a few parodies, and they're always a good time, man.
I also saw some listener suggestion episodes or something.
Oh yeah, dude, those are my favorite. Those are my favorite, because there's nothing better than knowing that someone's out there listening and you're putting out a song that they want you to do. So we usually, when the listeners submit, we take 3 of them, and it's like just a whole awful music barrage. And God, it's there's a lot of bad music out there, and our listeners are very creative with what they listen to. So.
What would you say there's a specific genre that seems to stick out for the bad music picks, or is it across the board? You can get them from anywhere.
I feel like that was you were trying to point at hip hop, Jesse.
Yeah.
I feel
why hip hop specifically?
Because we were talking about the thong song. I don't know. I feel like you were. I felt like
no. It's just a question.
Okay.
So
I know we talked about the Christmas song, which was kind of folky, but
well, it seems like from I saw Baby on there. We mentioned the thong song, this Christmas one. So I just didn't know if they seem to come from one genre more than another.
We try our best to treat all genres with equally, because people make. It's not always a genre of music that's bad. You can be there's some good mumble rap, and I can't believe I hear myself saying this, but you know what? It's okay. I I could sit here and listen to this.
Yeah.
It's about the ones that just fucking really go and destroy what they're trying to do. Yeah. But I'd say if we do there's a lot of metal. And there's so many different subgenres of metal. It's kind of like crunkcore. We love hitting on the crunkcore, man. I'd say we have a bunch of those.
Crunkcore. Is that rap mixed with like metal?
Yeah. It's like anything you would have listened to at the Vans Warped Tour, I suppose. There's a bunch of crunkcore bands out there. Like the Millionaires. Oh, although, again, I love the Millionaires. I was a huge fan. But like, we just keep trashing music I bring up. These two foul-mouthed ladies who are all about sex and money. And I was like, these girls are great. Like,
most recently, I saw a Kim Kardashian song on there. So you also pull the obscure, it seems.
Oh, yeah. Dude, this song was so rare. Like, I think she forgets she did it. Like, it's just like her only recorded song. And you know what? We actually were very nice to Kim Kardashian. I learned a lot about her. And I was like, I can't even be me. Give so much money to these poor people.
She's studying law now too,
and she's studying law. She's no dummy, I guess. So, you know what I mean? Like,
apparently, like really helping out people that are like in jail for reasons that they really shouldn't be. Yeah. So it's like it's really selfless. Like
working on prison reform and all that.
Yeah, really weird for a Kardashian. I feel like.
You know, I think they definitely get a bad rap because listen, the show is like you want to shoot and blow your brains out, but you know, like as people, I guess you know they're decent folk.
When did Kanye get her in the studio? I never heard.
I think that was pre-Kanye, wasn't it?
That Kardashian joint. When was this joint?
So that would have been probably when she was hanging out with like Paris Hilton and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh God, when Paris released that one song, dude, Paris Hilton released a song and it charted for a little bit, like probably a decade ago. And dude, that's such a weird era of reality star meets music.
Oh, you did.
The Paris Hilton one? Yeah, man. Dude, I know exactly which one you're talking about.
It's like a dance song or like something like that. And really EDM beat. Bum, 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 bum. But like, yeah, it's so fucking weird. So I definitely see that era where it was like, oh, fucking Paris put out a jam? I'm going to put out a fucking beat too.
Well, yeah, because I guess she was like her assistant or good friend or something like that. And they were pretty close. So I thought it was around that same time. It would have been pre-Kanye, which is interesting. I wonder if Kanye could make her help make her a new song.
Yeah.
It's like, called Turn It Up, like, right? Jam, Turn It Up.
The Jam, yeah. The Jam, Turn It Up.
Oh, God.
Oh, here we go.
We need to hear this. Oh, my God, dude.
Turn her up, man.
I feel like
super club sounding beat, early 2000s style.
We don't need to hear anymore.
Oh, God, Matt, you cracked me. You're just like Steve, man. He couldn't handle it.
I love music, and so it upsets me when producers cross a line where they're like, yeah, you could fucking totally make it in the industry, and they help somebody out like this, where they like feed them and just, you know, like somebody else wrote even the shitty lyrics that were in that song.
It's like not even her fault it's that bad. She just
somebody led her into that. That's what happened. Somebody led her into that predicament, which is that the world has a Kim Kardashian fucking single out there called Jam, Turn It Up.
Isn't that the same thing that kind of happened with that Friday song? Like Friday. She just literally paid for a song and then it blew up and became this huge thing.
It's a weird thing, man. I mean, a lot of people make it out. You know, Ariana Grande is like actress from like the Disneyland like days.
She's got a voice though.
Disney Channel. She made it out. You know, JT, Justin Timberlake, he made it out.
JT, man, dude, when he brought JT made it out. Never look back, dude, man. That was
definitely a talented dude that nobody can deny. Dances like Michael. I mean, shit, dude. But it's a weird thing. When they don't make it, dude, it's like, ooh, ew.
Hard fall.
Dude, it feels like, don't touch me, bro. Like, it's like weird, you know?
Did you guys cover Friday as well? I feel like that'd be in your wheelhouse.
Oh, yeah, man. We covered Friday. And, shoot. Who's the music producer on that? I can't even.
Oh, I remember he had I forget
this guy's
what his name
real
was.
Fucking piece of work. Let me hold on. I gotta look this up.
He's just he literally produces like just crap videos essentially for people, right?
Yeah.
Who put out
Patrice
Friday?
Wilson. Patrice
Wilson. Okay.
Dude, this guy, and I mean, there's this one poor girl. Oh my, I almost want to do a whole like biography on her and like the songs she was put into. She does the Chinese food song. Have you heard the Chinese food song?
No, I don't think I have.
Yo, man, dude, this it's downright borderline offensive.
Oh.
and I'm sorry, man, but like the guy's in a giant panda outfit, right? Which is kind of funny because it's random. But then at one point, he's like in the bedroom with all these 12-year-old girls in a panda outfit. He just takes off his head and he's just hanging out with them. And it's just like,
that's questionable.
Patrice Wilson.
Where was the editorial decision on that one? Was he the one in the fucking panda suit?
Yeah, he was in the panda suit.
That's
of course he
creepy as
was.
fuck.
Oh man,
it's creepy as fuck.
Man, have you heard the Chinese food song?
Chinese? Who did this one? Like, dude, you're
Another
bringing
Patrice
things to
Wilson
light.
one.
We love music here at American Slacker, so
don't play this one,
You
Matt.
love good music, Matt. I'm here to bring you some
He
bad
said-
music.
all right.
Don't play that one. It's borderline racist, is what we're being
Chinese
told.
food song, and it's by Allison Gold, I believe, right?
Allison
Oh
Gold,
my God.
yeah.
And I'm not familiar at all,
It's because she's a
but
child.
we're gonna get familiar with her real quick. Jesse, I definitely understand why you said there was some racist vibes to this, because this is out of control racist from the start. All right, my mind just exploded, so let me recover. What's going on? What region is this from? Is this from America? Is this from Asia? What's going on here?
From LA.
Pause. Pause.
Look, she loves Chinese food. She gets hungry after she's clubbing, you know? What 12-year-old's not hungry after clubbing?
All right, so let's go back to it real quick. She's getting hungry. She's going to the Chinese buffet. Yeah. Dude,
Wow.
Did you handle all the Chinese worker shit?
Oh my God.
dude, I'm cutting it off. That's out of control. That's out of control.
I didn't know how deep the rabbit hole went with how this bad this music can get.
19 million views on YouTube, and
Jeez.
that means there's 19 million sinners out there like us. Oh my God. What the fuck? How did I miss this? This is ridiculous, dude.
That's horrific.
Oh,
That's
now
right.
you're one of them, man. We all are.
So with the film that you were in, Chad is Not the Killer, is there any plans to make it available to the public anytime soon or in the foreseeable future?
Absolutely. The first place it will be on the Dapper Devil Productions website, dapperdevilproductions.com. And then we'll be having it on the YouTube page, really talking with Nick about what our timeline's looking like for that. Because I know he really wants to submit to a few more. So
Sometime next year, possibly.
the man takes his time. So I don't
feel
know
it.
if we're going to wait till after next Halloween or if maybe hopefully in the next 6 months or so. But whenever he feels comfortable that, he's submitted to the festivals he wanted to that have the restrictions.
I mean, once you guys have it through that festival circuit and you put it up on your website, I would say, hey, make it available for a couple of bucks. I think it's totally worth it. As two people who have seen it,
It's well worth it.
You think people would throw down $1 or $2?
I totally think so.
Dude, I think yeah, there's definitely a lot of value.
There's a trailer out, right? The trailer's out. We have that
There
on the
you go.
website. Yeah.
Or even the
That's a good
first 2
idea.
minutes of the movie or first minute of the movie. Show it to them. Give them a little taste of it.
Make 'em
Because
want-
I
see a
think
little-
that was one of the things is like you never know with short films like what kind of quality you're going to end up getting with what you're watching and stuff like that. And like unless you personally know the people behind it, it's hard to know what really you're getting into. But I will say, as soon as we watched Matt, you even said it yourself. As soon as we watched a couple of minutes of the film, you're like, okay, there's something to this. This is good.
Yeah, the content, man, right away. And again, man, short films, like podcasts, very saturated market.
It is.
And
Tough to stand
it's
out.
tough. I mean, it's tough to get through a lot of them, and it's tough to stand out. And I think it's prevalent right away in the first 5 minutes of this film.
Mhm.
It's unique, and the characters shine. There's a lot of love.
God, I'm glowing over here. I don't know if you can see it, you guys, Matt,
No,
Jesse.
man. Yeah, like I said, man, we see a lot of films here. We work with a lot of actors, a lot of filmmakers in general. Original.
Yeah.
A lot of fucking great comedic thriller / drama vibe to it, and it was enjoyable from the start. So
I'm so, that's at the end of the day, that was the goal, man. We wanted to entertain whoever put their eyeballs on it. So I'm glad that you guys were thoroughly entertained and had some fun watching it, man, because it was a blast to make.
dude, it was a blast for us to watch.
Is there like any sort of news feed like on Facebook or anything for Dapper Devil so that people can stay up to date if it is at like maybe a festival near them?
Yeah, for sure. We got our Instagram and our Twitter out there at Dapper Devil Productions. And I'm always posting stuff as well at MrMikeRussell.com, the Songtopsy Report. We all, we got this like little umbrella that's Dapper Devil, and we're trying to pump things out all we can from all which ways. But yeah.
Nice.
That's awesome. Any other projects coming out you guys are working on or you're working on?
Yeah, I've got I don't know when it's gonna be till spring when I can film this sketch, but I've got. Let me tell you this funny sketch I've been writing. It's called Super Drunk. Okay.
Okay.
And
I feel you.
It's a play on words, man.
It's me every episode of American Soccer.
And you just can't. The whole premise of the sketch is you're trying to figure out if he's a superhero named Super Drunk or if he's just super drunk and he's announcing that, hey, I'm super drunk. So. And he fights the evil Dr. Buzzkill, and it's a lot of fun. So
I'm getting like a Kevin Smith blunt man and Chronic kind of feel going on. That'll be funny. Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, we're definitely looking forward to hearing seeing that.
Actually, I'm sorry. I definitely should say this. We finished. This was even filmed, I think, before Chad is Not the Killer. But so one of the other Dapper Devil, squadron, I should say. There's me, Nick, and Steve, and then there's Ian Brodsky, who was in the first miniseries that the company even did called Subletters. Two guys looking for a third roommate, and they interview 5 insane people, which was a lot of fun. But he has a miniseries coming out called 15, and that should be out, I want to say, in late January. So that will be the next thing that really comes out on the website for sure.
Nice. We'll be sure to. You'll have to send us a link. We'll pop it up on the American Slackers page. Make sure everyone sees it.
So supportive, you guys. So supportive.
Oh, dude, we fucking love
what you gotta do.
And dude, definitely check them out. Songtopsy Report. Nick Brigader, Mike Russell, also co-hosting with it.
And Steve Challenger, I gotta give him a shout out. He's
Steve as well. Okay. Making some legendary shit. I definitely like it. And you got to dude, I haven't listened, but I'm a fan already. I mean, as soon as I heard the concept, I was like, I'm fucking loving it.
Hey, listen, I think we are going to be having some guest hosts, and you guys love music. I'm telling Nick, we got to get the American Slacker podcast on here.
Hey, we're always available. If you can zoom us in like we're doing now, we're totally game.
Yeah, this is the first time I've done something like this, and I hope if you guys are hearing me clearly and stuff, this would be great. Yeah,
it's perfect,
loud and clear, baby. Add us anytime. Oh man, and so one last time, where can the people get at you?
Get at me at MrMikeRussell.com on my Instagram. That's MrMR.dot. And check out the Songtopsy Report at the Songtopsy Report, or go to the SongtopsyReport.com, which is also on the Dapper Devil Productions.com. You can also find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, SoundCloud, all those podcast streaming places. And I think that's pretty much. We're on Facebook, but it's we're trying to boost our social media a little bit. We gotta get us a social media, man. I don't know about you guys. The social media is tough, man. It's like
it's a struggle.
It's a grind.
It's a struggle. It's a
grind.
uphill battle.
Yeah, it's a grind.
I got too much like ADD style, man. I'm not sure if I got it or not, but geez, I'll write like half a post and I'll put my phone down and then it won't get posted. You know what I mean?
Yep. That's how it goes.
Oh, yeah. It's how it goes, man. Oh, yeah. Mike Russell, get at him. Songtopsy Report podcast. Chad is not the killer coming out sometime soon to a theater near you, possibly. We don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Man, it was a fucking pleasure to have you on. We fucking love you here.
Love you guys. You kid.
We'll be doing this again, dude.
You know, I would love to do it again, honestly. Hey, you know, you guys, we'll do it up. I'll get you on the Songtopsy Report. You guys ever want to just chat about some BS, man? I'm always game.
Sweet.
Dude, fuck yeah. Anytime the virtual door is open. All right, people. Mike Russell. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We love each and every one of you. And until next time, that's it.
There you go.
We're smoking America. We passing America. I'm mapping America. I'm second America. We talking America. We blazing America. This is fucking America. We're second America.
This has been American Slacker Podcast. You can reach the show by searching American Slacker on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Reddit. Or send them an email to americanslackerpodcast@gmail.com. You can download and rate American Slacker on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play, and all other podcast platforms. Visit the show's website, aspodcast.com, where you will find every episode, official merchandise, and links to their Patreon if you would like to support American Slacker.
Give me a minute. Think about the seconds that are passing. Man, I gotta go and get it, grab it. Why you gotta go and act a savage? Smoking weed, I gotta feed the habit. Now I'm on some other shit. Things that I gotta go get. Medical all on my slip. You ballin' like dominoes, bitch. Stuck in my ways, fucking high days, fucking sideways in the driveway.
We smoking America. We passing America. I'm mapping America. I'm second America. We talking America. We blazing America. This is fucking America. We're second America. We're second America.